Hey guys, WolfXE here, and today, let's turn these on. Today I've got a little something special for you guys. The Hot Topic ran a contest to win a rather interesting prize, that being one of the remaining, I believe this is one of the remaining, it might be an upscale, I'm not totally sure, I guess I'll ask. If any of you know, because I was under the impression that it was smaller. But if any of you know if this is the legit Comic-Con exclusive, or if it's an upscaled one, please tell me. But they ran a special promo for Comic-Con derpy hooves, or something close to it. A derpy hooves figure, which is what counts. And it's in a very similar box, so I always want to believe that it's Comic-Con derpy. However, it could be an upscaled Comic-Con derpy because it is fashion style pony size. Let's unbox her. She's got a bit of damage in the bottom corner, so that kind of sucks. But I'm not really one for boxed figures anyway, so not a huge deal to me. Now, some of you out there have just screamed a little bit, and I'm sorry for that. As I said, I'm not one to do boxed figures. But for those of you who screamed, now you get to see derpy hooves out of the box. So you're welcome. Ah, crap. I'm not going to use the SD Age 1's Shiegel blade to remove tape, because I realized it's covered in decal, and that would kill the decals. So, yes. Don't tell me her tail is taped down too. It is, I swear to God. But I'm not going to do too much of modification to her because she is a Comic-Con exclusive. So, oh God, her legs are really tight in there. I want to put her back in the box. That's gonna be... There we go. Here she comes, and here she is, Comic-Con derpy hooves. Oh God, I love her. And now that I have it in my hands, it seems like sort of a dream has been fulfilled here. You look, her eyes are fully derped, which is just the way we like the eyes. Fully derped. And she is in the fashion style size scaling, so she will fit with your good Lunas. And the reason I say good Lunas is because, well, let's just say the other Luna is a little disappointing. But being that her eyes are pretty much sideways, and I think she's got derpy eyes too. I'm not totally sure, but yeah, I'm pretty sure her eyes are both looking back, which is kind of bad, but I don't know. Oh man, her hair is really well tied. Yeah. God damn it. Okay, so let's unbind her hair. She has just as long of hair as Fashion Style, Rainbow Dash, and all of her other friends in Fashion Style range. And no comb, so that's going to be a problem if you plan to style her hair. However, if you have at least one other Fashion Style, you'll have at least one comb. I hope it's not. I hope the one that you have is not Pinkie Pie because of that comb. Was it Pinkie Pie with the crap comb? One of them had a comb that you couldn't use really to style, but yeah. So might have been either Rarity or. But yeah, so she's gonna go right up here next to Wuna. And now the box is going to have all of this stuff put into it and be placed in my storage area, which is, trust me, the most high-tech storage area ever. Oh crap, the box is too thick. I'm gonna have to go in a different way. There we go. Okay. So now while we're here, I got another thing to review for you. I got this at Disney Store for more than half off on clearance. And it is the Black Widow Marvel Selects. The reason I got this is because I plan to eventually get Hawkeye, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, and Hulk, and complete a little Avengers diorama of Selects. And she's a pretty nice one. Or she looked pretty good. So this is Diamond Select Toys, Marvel licensed product. Let's see what's in this little pamphlet. Oh hey, behind the little pamphlet is actually more box detail, a picture of Black Widow. So let's see what the box looks like if they didn't put a pamphlet in there. It's pretty nice, even without the pamphlet in there, as opposed to with it. You get a base that sort of combines with Hawkeye's base, I guess. I don't really have means to do so, but I guess they sort of sit together. That has the arm and two legs of, I think these are Ultron's arm and legs. I'm not 100% sure if they're the same robot, but Hawkeye has the upper half of Ultron laying on his base. So you could stand these two together and have a pretty nice little display. Now she also comes with another Avenger in there, Ant-Man. Pretty cool. Although it would be cool to have a Giant Man, he is obviously quite giant, therefore that would be a problem. And he plugs right into the stand, like, oh god, I almost wish they would have molded him in. And I'd just like you guys to know that this is my first Marvel Selects figure, so yeah. However, I have moderately toyed with one before. Yeah, so there we go. There's the stand. You get the little Ant-Man figure, which is a pretty nice touch, so you get all of the Avengers if you buy the 6. Well, technically not all the Avengers, because there's like Black Panther and Ms. Marvel and the Vision, people like that, but... And I don't know if any of these characters are exclusive to the Avengers in Earth's Mightiest Heroes, but that's most of my basis on Avengers other than the movies. So, yeah. So you buy the 6 Avengers that were in the movies, you get 2 of the other core Avengers free. I know at least Ant-Man is a core Avenger, so that raises the importance of this pickup. Sadly, she doesn't come with guns, though her hands could hold them. Oh, no, wait, I know why her hands are like that. Because I'm pretty sure she had to do sort of like this to fire her guns, to fire her hand guns, her wrist guns. I'm not totally sure, though. Let's see. Head articulation. Got a ball-jointed head. It's paint-locked, though. Doesn't go that far because of her hair, which is harder plastic, which kind of sucks. I wish I could get a little more of a looking sideways pose. Nice sculpt overall. The belt's nice. Belt's very nice. Her arm guns are pretty cool too. They work. Sadly though, she can't bend her hand far enough forward to fire them really well. And yeah, she's got nice sculpting overall. She's got a butt hindrance, so she can't get much back leg articulation. However, forward is pretty good for a select figure. For a figure that's more a statue than a figure, double knee joint, a little back, which, I mean, you could get some dynamic poses out of this. And if there were any type of stand bits, ooh, could you use this? No, it doesn't seem to work like that. Well, if there were any things that you could stand her on, you should stand on this little piece of wire. It's not made for that, so it doesn't fit tight enough. Oh well. Well, if there were any pegs for her to stand on this base, then you could stand her up and it would be cool. But, let's see, can you get her hair around her shoulder? Barely. I wouldn't do it, because you're going to get so tight in there that... You can kind of do it, however, I could see if you do this too often, you might scratch the paint. But it looks good even if you do this. It really does. It doesn't look like you've moved a hairpiece that doesn't really move very well. Did I just scratch the paint right out of the box? Nope. She's good. But yeah. So Marvel Selects are actually really nice. Oh, fat lot of good that toe joint is doing. Okay, no, never mind. I was like, did I just put a plastic on plastic toe joint where there's plastic right up next to it? But yeah, you can get some pretty dynamic poses out of her, despite her limited articulation, because she is more of a statue there for molding than for the posing and stuff. Let's see, how do they have her posed? Sort of in a... not really even an attack pose, but... they have her standing like this, so that's what I'm going to do with her. But yeah, she's a really nice addition to anyone's figure collection. If you're a fan of the Avengers, I knocked Ant-Man off. That's going to be a pain in the ass to put back on. Okay. Really? Really, goddammit, Hank? Okay. So, yeah, it's a nice little backdrop, too. It's got a piece of a destroyed wall, and Ant-Man, and, yeah, so... you can't really stand her up on it. It's sad. I mean, when you come with a display base, you expect them to be able to stand on the base at some point, without obscuring Ant-Man completely. Suppose you could probably get her to balance somewhere in here, but... considering her legs are decently articulated, but... a peg would have been nice. I'm just saying. Maybe they could have used a clear peg system, but I don't know. So yeah, that was Marvel Selects Black Widow. Pretty nice figure. I was going to buy Iron Man, but he was still $22, so I got her instead. Because she was the only Avenger that was reduced. Hawkeye was normal price, which is kind of odd to me, because Hawkeye is one of the side Avengers. It wasn't really odd to me that the other four core Avengers were normal price, but yeah. Oh, and her belt is loose, by the way. Does she have waist? Does she have waist articulation? Oh god, did they do that thing where they depressed the plastic for the belt? Yeah, she doesn't even have a full jumpsuit. If you were to take the belt off, she would look weird. Because they didn't finish what they started, so, yeah. That's kind of odd, but... yeah, this is sort of Marvel's premium toy line. It's quite a decent job. So this has been Galactic Marine 501 / Jackson Wolfx, yeah. And, with one of my holy grails discovered, and another one of my collections started, I will leave you guys. And just so you know, the reason I haven't been posting is because my computer is really fuzzy for how it records. Like, I could screw this up before I even get this posted, at which point you won't even hear this message, so whatevs. But yeah, basically it either freezes or the internet connection totally bombs before I can even get something done. So hopefully this will work. Because typically I get a little more than 20 minutes out of it, but if I'm really careful. So yeah, I'll see you guys at the next review. This has been Galactic Marine 501 / Jackson Wolfx.